Dragons,
Greetings and salutations!
Hello!
Good morrow!
Hello!
And welcome to the next exciting episode of Dark Sermon Requiem. I am your Dinjun Mustiar, as they say in Portuguese. Arcadoodle Diango.
What they say in Portuguese? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure that was flawless Portuguese. What do you think, Waymaker?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Waymaker, for your support.
A+.
This is a beautiful introduction.
Pulls out gun.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to put him down. Anyway.
I had so many good words for him, and now...
And now it's all for nothing! Bom dia. Anyway.
Bom dia.
Bom dia.
Bom
Bang.
dia. Bang. Anyway, enough joy. Stop it. All right, anyway. Welcome to the next episode. Who's going to do the recap for me?
It will be me.
Yippee. Hold on, let me
Speak up.
I hate yippee. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but anytime somebody goes yippee, I just
Why?
I don't know. Why
Well,
do you
gotta
not like
explain
Frozen? That's the same reason.
I have 17 reasons to not like Frozen, and I will tell you all of them. Why do you not like Yippee?
Jesus.
That's not what we're here for.
Essie's like, I don't like this thing, I'll show it to you mathematically.
Wait, that's my job. Wait,
Pulls-
what?
Love the chart.
Pulls out pointer. Now, if you'll look here. Anyway. Go ahead. Go ahead, Merciless.
Okay. Alright. Last time on Dark Sermon, the fight between the Risen and Mikael, the betrayer, and the group raged on. That was until Vayron's wrath was enacted, and by Deitic command, combat stopped. The Crowfather's rage filled the battlefield and struck everybody deeply and held them in place. He called everyone fools for the useless fighting, and for the bloodshed over the bell that he called a useless trinket. He then turned the bell into a rod to help the group in the demon waste for their next chapter, and he yelled at Mikael for learning nothing of his teachings and betraying his friends, and leaned into the ways of violence again. Mikael was offered up as sacrifice as a deal between Alakanhai and himself to prove that hatred does not in fact roll within the Dark Sermon, and was spared by Ginny, when she realized killing Mikael was for nothing. When Farryn disappeared and everything began to calm down, a feather fell down and revived Gideon after he died in the battlefield, to prevent Thorne from going into a rage-filled fighting for the rest of her life. Then when Cass woke up, filled with zealotous fury about killing Mikael and the rest and the group, Gideon tried to step in, but was rendered unconscious, and then was chastised and put into handcuffs and to a collar. Cass walked up to Mikael and told him he would hunt him for the rest of his days and he would no longer be trusted. When the orc looked around at his friends and realizing he failed both his friends and the Crowfather for his violence, he picked up the sword, slammed it to the earth, looked up, and walked away from violence and from Dark Sermon forever. But now a cape billows in the wind. Welcome to Dark Sermon.
Heck yeah.
Clap, 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 clap,
Inspiration
clap,
for this guy over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up things right where we left off. The party is gathering their supplies and themselves, I suppose, and continuing their journey towards the Pale City, where they will walk only a short distance before night befalls them, and their tired and ragged bodies require rest. So, under the direction of Torvin Sulk, they shall do so, camping specifically in the... Let me go double check. The bone
The
mire.
barracks back at the estate.
No,
Yeah.
the bone mire.
No.
The barracks back at the estate. Wow! Okay. One moment while I load you up a quick map.
Bonfire.
Time for an I get to use this. Okay. Hold on. I have something. Sorry, I'm aping out over here. I have something very
good, you don't
special
need-
for you guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see that production.
I'm about to start
Yes.
producing value all over the place.
Do you need to borrow Mythos' jar?
No, I don't use jars,
what?
first of all.
I
Where did that
don't know if
come
that's
from?
better.
That's really weird. Anyway,
Yes I am.
sorry chat room. I don't know why everybody's putting off this weird vibe. Me
There's some
being
vibes
perfectly
going on.
reasonable. Hold on. I have... Oh, there was a map I had. God damn it. Where is it?
Is it a Sharpie map, please?
Yes. Oh, I love those.
I want. Okay. So Arcadum, next time somebody goes to the dream, give them a napkin Sharpie map because sometimes dreams are like that.
Yes.
Yeah, but I can't draw anything.
I will draw
What's the
you.
point?
But you
I
can
will
draw an
draw
egg,
you.
my lord.
I will make you a napkin Sharpie map. It'll be great.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do this one. I think this is close to what I wanted. Hold on, everyone. Stop. It's alright.
Huddling.
I got this. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm holding on to the edge of my seat.
Pushes her seats over.
No.
Falls into water.
Farryn.
My hair is ruined.
Claims her throne.
Her chair falls over. Farryn continues to like squat there like it hasn't moved at all. She's just like hovering in the air.
Either that or I'm still just gripping the chair, like the whole thing tips. I'm just sitting there holding onto the throne.
Horizontally sitting at the edge of her
Yes.
seat.
Yes. You'll find I'm far more stubborn than that, haha.
Seat rolls down a cliff. She's attached the whole way.
Hold on.
As
Unfazed.
you wish.
Hold on. It's happening. It's slowly coalescing. You
Do you
Oh no, I have
name
to
your
refresh.
maps, or do you organize them according to groups or?
Yeah. He does.
Well,
just
no, I
kinda-
was gonna use another map, but then I had a notification today of one of the Patreons I'm subscribed to, and I was like, oh shit, I'll use that map. And then I forgot to put it in here.
Oh no!
But no, it doesn't take me that long. It takes like
Yeah, it's
2
quick to
minutes.
load a map up.
But then Foundry breaks, and I have to refresh that, and then I have to sit here and fill time while I slowly scream internally.
Time to roleplay.
I guess he's not ready. What a prepared piece of shit he is.
Man, I'll tell you this. I've been playing around with the Foundry. It takes a lot more preparation to run it this way than pen and paper.
Well, yeah,
But the production value,
yeah,
you
that's-
can't
that's why
say
you do
that.
it.
Yeah,
That's how you do
it's
it.
great.
Believe me, I could
It's
run
cool.
this shit from the top of my head if I wanted to, but I have to make sure that the viewers have something to look at. Also, the maps look really cool, and I think it really helps with people getting really into it.
Yes, it really does.
Question though, Arcadum. With the Coloron, does that get rid of the wings or scales or anything?
All of it.
All of it gone. Cool.
Shut
He just
down.
goes back to being a human?
No, he goes back to being worse than that because he doesn't have any of the human features because he's not human.
Oh no!
Does he go back to being Edgeon?
Oh no,
A
my 6
worm.
eyes appear. Fuck.
No, he's just a soft boy with no edge.
He gets nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
He has become a twink.
All right,
Yes.
do me a quick favor and gather your party over here.
Come on, Ginny and Mythos. He's talking to you.
I'm coming. I'm being dragged.
She was looking for firewood because she threw all the sticks in the water.
I did. I threw them all.
That was a choice.
And get everybody copy and paste.
Well,
Wait, do I have everyone here? Yeah, everyone. Copy.
at least you weren't throwing stones.
What can you expect from a halfling?
Apparently nothing good.
Oh,
No, apparently only dairy.
oh.
squints into the distance, having learned over the course of weeks to ignore the captain unless she's giving orders.
See?
That's a little bit of racism on the air. Brings out the best in all of us. Truly. Little bit
Well,
of hatred.
At least that's good. People won't think I'm a demon as I wear the collar. That's
I'm
knew
gonna
I was
point you
being
out.
ignored.
That one with the collar, a demon. Don't touch him.
Okay. I'm
demon in
almost
disguise. Don't be fooled.
Of course you would point him out. That's all you're good for.
I'm very good at it.
Ooh, he said, I got him.
I got the last one.
No, you let the last
Scowls.
one go.
Okay.
Yeah, you had the opportunity.
Okay.
No comment.
Squints.
Okay.
Mm.
And now...
Captain,
Yes.
can I
What is
toss
it?
her?
Perhaps. If she continues to fail us.
Okay.
I'm still second in command, right?
You mumble this in your unconscious sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Farryn will not reply because he won't hear the answer anyway.
Alright, so... Fuck. Hold on. I just had another brilliant idea to make this look even better.
Brilliant.
I'm sorry.
I really hope I
want-
can see it.
I want it to look its best. Oh, shit. If you can't see, I'm gonna be so sad.
Well, I mean, do it. See if it loads, and then I'll let you know. But
I mean,
Worst
unless
case
it's-
scenario, she just opens stream up on her phone.
Unless
I-
the map is animated and has like dust storms, I'm sure you'll be fine.
yeah,
Mhm.
like half of the maps work just good. You know, the trash map. The trash map with pelvis works just fine. Like I can see the
What?
running water. I can hear it at the Twilight map. It's perfect. But anything else? Anything bigger with like?
It's just particles. Particles
Yeah.
are getting.
You heard it here, Arcadum. All your maps are trash. Uh-huh.
No,
Good.
no.
Good.
Mhm.
Good.
That is not what I
You said
said.
That'll keep me from getting a big head.
You called them trash maps.
But that is where the
Mhm.
trash monster lives. It's not my fault.
That's true.
Mm.
It is not a trash map. It is a trash map where the trash monster lives.
Not to trash my pay.
There's a punctuation, I'm sure. Something to differentiate.
Yes. Well differentiated.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Almost. Just
Is the
fucking-
map beautiful?
It's almost there. I can taste it.
I
Mhm.
have such high expectations
Alright,
now.
it looks good. It looks good. I'm ready. Okay, sorry. Sorry to make everybody wait so long. So, here we go.
Oh, you're good.
And so the party makes camp in the bone mire on the edge of one of the various rivulets that run through the swamp. An old rickety wooden bridge, long since unknown from its use, kind of creaks nearby as you set camp along the bank. Drop some. Let me know when you hear the music.
I have
There it
music.
goes.
Music.
Yep.
Here we go.
$99.
99.
Ooh, I can see it. Oh, how pretty.
Min.
Loaded.
Ooh. Oh, this is spooky.
It's so pretty.
Mhm.
Look at the little firefly
Is
death
it?
notes.
Ray, is that you?
Alright, and so the party starts to set camp. Donnie Ogerson goes out to get some firewood, while Cast and Torvin keep a close watch nearby. Torvin checks the manacles and the collar around Gideon, ensuring that they are tight and secure. Cast will take a seat on a nearby swampy log. As slowly the fire begins to come alight and alive. A small, embering fire. Nothing to keep you warm, but just to coax the flame before Donnie returns with dry firewood. Cast doesn't say anything, but his glower and dour expression speaks volumes. The man is angry, and perhaps even slightly desperate.
Ginny is going to thank Louis the Leg for his service and good work and dismiss him.
We'll give a little bowler hat tip.
And then, yeah.
Why are you,
Are we poking
poking
Farryn?
at me? Why are you poking me?
You roleplay.
No, Thorne
fair.
and Gideon first.
Yeah, Thorne and Gideon are first on the list.
I can't. I'm asleep.
Boo!
Mhm. Yeah, it's you first.
Oh
Go
no! Why is it me?
I'm knocked out.
I was
Lane
not
cast.
prepared.
Oh my god.
So, Farryn will move over. So, Genevieve,
Captain.
will you accompany me for just a moment?
Sure. Ginny will stand and the little grass that she's been braiding kind of tosses it into
We'll
the fire as we pass by.
We'll just go to the edge of the light here and look out into the swamp. So, you had an interesting choice to make today.
I'll cross my arms. Kind of look off into the swamp.
Tell me, why did you fail Mytheria?
I accomplished the mission, Captain.
Did you?
Do you not have the artifact?
In a sense, I suppose. Although it is no longer a bell.
The bell's destroyed. We came out on top regardless. Mission accomplished.
Indeed. But letting a heretic, an apostate, run free?
There was a foreign deity, ma'am.
Yes.
Was I to trust said foreign deity that if I had killed Mikael, that it would not smite me for my heresy in its eyes? I was scared. What would you have done?
I would have done what was right.
And what was that?
To kill him, of course. It would have been the merciful thing to do.
I disagree.
And you are less of a soldier than I thought.
If you say so, Captain. I didn't think he should be killed.
So you have left him to a fate where, if he is found by any other party, he would, more than likely, be killed anyways. And perhaps in not so merciful a manner. You've left him to the wilds, and we all know that he has little training in surviving on his own.
You think I should have killed a man who was defenseless? Held up to me, tied, immobile, unable to defend himself? I see where your training comes from, Captain, but I disagree. I believe in a more direct approach, and I believe in someone being able to defend themselves if they so deem fit. I'm not going to stab someone in the back. It's not the way I work.
Would you light the pyre under their stake? Or would you expect them to fight you first?
I've never lit a pyre. I haven't been in that station, I suppose. If it were my choice, I don't know what I'd do.
Sounds to me. Continue.
I was not in a position where you would give me orders. I was being spoken to directly by some foreign deity with power way beyond anything I can probably imagine.
So, you believe these foreign gods to have more power than Mytheria?
No, I believe them to have more power than me. And in their presence, I'm going to be respectful. But now, if there's a way to bring Mytheria back to life, I would not wholly mind the concept of having enough power to drive them back out. If it's right to do so, and if that's what she desires. But as for me, in my moment, with the power at my disposal, and the tools in my hands, I chose to postpone until I have what I need to overcome. Captain, I need you to understand this. I feel like I've tried my best to get this across, but I respect you.
Do you?
Yes, and you have my attention. Because you're clearly burdened. There are things that you have to do, and you wish you didn't have to. That's a positive thing. Power's heavy. Power makes you tired. Anybody who enjoys power is worthy of suspicion, and you don't enjoy it. It's given to you, and you have to work with it, but you don't want it. I admire that. What do you expect of me, Captain?
I expect you not to contradict yourself.
How do you mean?
How did you phrase it earlier? Just a few moments ago. You said that you thought this foreign god would, I suppose, kill you because you failed their test.
It could, probably.
Yes, but why?
Because foreign gods are petty. You heard them bickering between each other. They're petty, Captain.
Yes, but
they can change their minds on a whim. They will interrupt you in the middle of a thought. Just because you disagree with them. They will speak up. They will smite you down.
And yet, one of those foreign gods was on the side of killing him. In a sense.
You agree with the one that goes with Thorne?
Agree is a strong term.
But which is it? You can't ride the fence on this one. There are two sides. Which one do you side with?
I would not call it nature. I would have called it duty. Genevieve, when I make my report to the Pale City, you realize that my word will only go so far. I will have to tell everything that has transpired, for good or bad. And as a captain, and as part of the Inquisition, yes, we have a little more freedom and a little more weight behind my words. But me being who I am, It is more like a beast of burden. If you put too many packages, you will find that you've broken the beast's back, and you can go nowhere. The amount
worried.
that my voice can stand up for the team, cover, in essence, everyone's sins, you may find that the more you pile on me, the less I will be able to convince those that we have done anything right. That we have succeeded in our quest.
Captain, I realize you come from the Eye faction. My father is a sword.
And
There are words that they say from time to time. They might help you. Flesh is weak. But deeds endure.
correct.
If it needs to be handled, you'll handle it, because you're a captain. I know you're worried. Don't.
If only it were that simple. You cannot just order me around with one word and expect it to have any effect, Genevieve.
I'm not ordering you, Captain. I'm attempting to be encouraging. I don't know what we're going to find when we get to the Pale City. I don't know what the judgments will be when we present our mission log and our case. You've mentioned before taking responsibility for the team, and I also intend to take responsibility for my mistakes, if they are such.
Well, I suppose that's more generous than I could have expected from you.
Mytheria protects, Captain.
She does. But Genevieve, a final word of warning. And at this, Farryn will lower her voice. Don't feel that you can trust anyone in the Pale City, your family included.
Noted.
We have
With
been
things-
told that
With
there
things
is
as they've been going, I agree.
precisely.
Everyone is
also-
suspect.
Do not rely on nepotism to save you, please.
Do I look like nepotism has gotten me anywhere, Captain? I'm serving under you. And she'll grin.
Farryn will just scoff. You won't see any pleasure in the smile.
Is that all, Captain?
Yes. You're excused.
She'll step away and turn back for a second. You don't have to worry about me, Captain. I'm on your side.
You've said that twice now, and yet I have very little to show for it.
You have very little to show against it, but I understand how you're suspicious. Don't lose sleep or whatever else do over it. She'll just kind of walk back over here. Just sit in the grass.
Whole races. Meanwhile, back over at the campfire, Torvin and Inquisitor Cast have been speaking for some time. Mythos and Thorne an attempt to perception check if they want to overhear what they are discussing.
Sure. Yeah.
Mythos, you are able to catch a few words. Most notably, it seems that Torvin is explaining to Inquisitor Cast what happened. Pockets of information that he is missing. In addition to that, you can see that the dour expression that Inquisitor Cast has just seems to be getting more and more intense.
It's getting worse.
When Farryn returns, and I presume takes a seat next to the campfire,
Yes. on that little patch of grass or log or whatever that is right there.
Inquisitor Cast will then speak. We have much to discuss.
Sir.
The first. Corvin has provided me some explanation. My mind is fleeting in some details. There was a presence. There was a darkness. There was the traitor. What happened? I want to hear it from your lips.
Which time, sir? Specifically just earlier today? Or a few days ago?
Torvin will look over to Inquisitor Cast. What do you mean? Has this happened before?
Unfortunately, yes.
Alright, you will see that the Inquisitor's eyes appear somewhat glazed over, as do Torvin. Presence of whatever is inside of Thorne has definitely done its work. Make me an insight check, please.
Okay.
You have advantage due to... You have the ability to sense mana, right? You chose that subclass?
I can sense exposure, yes.
Okay, then you have advantage.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah. Whatever the thing inside of Thorne is doing, it has certainly caused some interference, it would seem. It's unclear as to whether or not they don't know what is happening, or there is a great fear behind what you might say. It isn't quite clear.
Mm-hmm.
But what is clear is that there is an intense state of outrage on Cast's face, and somewhat upon Torvin as well. It would seem that they are unaware of exactly what is going on with Alok and High. But with Veyron, they are all too keen, save for the parts in which they were unconscious.
Yes. Well, these Thorne deities have presented themselves several times, and I have been helpless to stand against them. They have affected your minds as well as the entirety of the teams, and some of what they have shown us has been, in fact, difficult to process. I would not be surprised if it causes too much pain to remember at this moment. So, I will enlighten you as to what happened earlier today, because I think that is the lesser of the instances.
Torvin and Cass will exchange glances when you tell them that their minds have been affected, but Cass will nod for you to continue.
So, as we were fighting the insect, and of course, Mikhail being a traitor and fighting on the insect side, we were interrupted by what I presume to be some effect of Mikhail's apotheosis. The false deity that he calls his crowfather god appeared, and somehow managed to hold all of us at bay. In essence, he stopped the fight, cajoled us all for shedding blood, and especially reprimanded his so-called follower, Mikhail, for misinterpreting his whims. How else to proceed? He wished that all might know peace, and said that the bell was, in fact, the way that peace would be restored, but that fighting over it was the wrong way to go about it. Although he did claim that fighting was our nature, and that sometimes fighting tempered by wisdom could save creation. Either way.
Cast will scoff. Continue.
Yes, quite. He chose to reforge the bell by destroying it and creating an artifact of his own choosing, which he said would help us retrieve Mytheria. He gave it to me, as long as I made the promise not to raise my hand again against Arisen. In the grand scheme of things, I agreed, because I believe that serving Mytheria is more important than the potential outcome of one fight. As for Mikael, the two deities bickered back and forth as to what the appropriate response was. And despite me being captain, for some reason the choice was given to Genevieve as to why or how he should be dealt with. And she chose to let him go free, much to my chagrin.
Cast will turn and look at Jenny, and then we'll look back towards Farryn.
Atreus was told, that is, the inset, he was told to seek the Carnelian Circle, although I have no idea what that is, or where it might be, or what purpose it serves. And finally, there was advice offered. I have no reason to doubt this advice, since it has been corroborated by others. The Pale City is in a state of turmoil. From what I understand, the infection that has struck Darklake has also traveled far and wide across the continent, and is affecting the Pale City, causing an upheaval in the chain of command, and widespread destruction. In order to put a stop to it, we are to find one individual who has not been corrupted, someone by the name of Captain Carter, and we are to go to the Demon Waste.
The Inquisitor will respond. Thank you.
She'll salute.
I think the first that we should begin with is what we are most able to effect. I know not what this Carnelian Circle is, but if this foreign deity that traitor served wants us to speak with it, no doubt it is some kind of foreign trap. We should approach it with the appropriate level of scrutiny. But it has been revealed to us. Perhaps we could find a way to turn it towards Mytheria's light. Things to think of. With so many enemies, there's no way of truly knowing which is false and which is not. But this is what I do know. We have mistaken our ability to be tolerant as a way to serve Mytheria. That will not be the case any longer. Look around us. See what that tolerance has wrought. A traitor, bringing shame to his tribe. And this man, becoming a monster, as he gestures towards Gideon on the ground. Unacceptable. The dark whispers that have availed us, the shadows at the edges of our mind. We must to the Pale City to be cleansed, and to see those that have turned away from her light be punished. But
Agreed.
These are things that cannot be accomplished alone. Therefore, my proposal is this. I understand that some of you, according to what Sulk has informed me, have had opinions. I wish to know them now, so we might put to rest any more dissent. For if what the suspicions that we have heard of is true, the Pale City has fallen into disarray. Mytheria will need all of her faithful, and I shall not see any unfaithful stand within her holy city if it is within my purview to prevent it. Before we get into that, however, there are a few other issues I think that need immediate addressing. First, we shall begin with, I suppose, the large question in the room, so to speak, as he looks around at the swamp. 2 deities were present. Sulk and I. We feel its shadow, its threat. The whispers have quieted somewhat. I think that it is best that we no longer invite that entity to speak amongst us. Do you think that you are capable of doing that, Lady Thorne?
Understood. I won't draw him over. And she'll
But can
look
you?
away abashed. Okay, to be fair, Genevieve, I thought that being broken, blinded, and blanked was good enough to keep him away. I don't know.
If that is the case, then perhaps you are too much of a danger. He will look at you with steely-eyed resilience.
Sir, if I may.
And she'll wither.
He'll look over at the captain. Speak, Farryn.
Is it perhaps as easy as removing the veil again?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I know not of the depths of her possession.
Do
She
you
was,
suppose-
after all, blanked, and it was not sufficient to remove the creature's tendrils. Perhaps we do not possess the methodology to do so. I know not even if killing her would be sufficient.
If we
So
could.
I suppose, Genevieve.
Cast a look at Farryn, awaiting her response.
So a collar would be relatively ineffective as well, you would presume.
It is certainly worth a try, but perhaps it won't. Perhaps it will not be. Regardless, there are still very many more weeks before we reach the Pale City. And if what we suspect is true, all manner of disorder will be running rampant throughout our journey there. Not to mention that we will have to travel through enemy territory. We will be beset on all sides by those that wish us ill. Wisdom would dictate that for so long as Lady Thorne is able to control herself, she is a useful asset that will see us to the Pale City. She has not, in so much as of yet, from what I have seen, shown insubordination, nor a lack of faith in Mytheria. However, there seems to be the shadow of doubt of your faith lingering around all of you. except perhaps the captain. Sulk has informed me of the things that you have said.
Such as Jenny stands, feeling put on the spot, as she's pretty sure she is as well.
Cast will then speak. It has been confirmed that you allowed the traitor to live, and you had the chance to kill him. Why?
I also had the chance to be smitten by a deity.
So
But-
it was fear.
Not entirely, sir. I let him live because I don't believe that killing people solves the problem at the root. And Mikael has much to learn, and he can't learn if he's dead. He's a slow learner, and it will probably take him many more failings to get there. But as my brother, I wish him well, whether he's a traitor or not.
Cast will shake his head. Fear and weakness. Fear and weakness. That is what you have exhibited. You did not wish to kill him so he could learn. He was a traitor. He was given more opportunity than most. Chosen by the Pale City, lifted up amongst the peasants around him. There are those that would do terrible things just for the chance to be in Her Lady's light. All of these privileges granted towards him. And to throw them away. And when it was time to face punishment, you spared him based off of your own feelings.
To snuff him out would have been a waste. Such as you said, he's been elevated. He would not have the chance to serve Mytheria in any capacity if he was dead.
And you believe that he is going to serve her now?
I believe he was confused, and that he betrayed us in a moment of confusion, because he's not altogether bright, sir. You've been around him.
Genevieve.
I think he knows better now.
Your attempt to waylay the fact that this strength that has been granted to him has been misused due to his imbecility is a shield and not the accusatory trait. Your naivety is breathtaking. He is either too much of a fool to understand the position that he is in, or now that he has benefited from it, too much of a fool to realize that he has served the wrong side. A traitor dies. That is the solution. The root of the poisonous tree must be cut out, lest it continue to fester and grow. This was not a lesson in the academy. This was not the wayward ounce of a child. This was not the correction to the young from the old mentor. This was betrayal. High heresy. There is no forgiveness for that. There is no understanding or nuance. I care not of his reason. He betrayed his brothers and sisters. He sought to
He was a
kill
fool.
you.
Do not forget, Genevieve, that we gave him several opportunities, both you and I, individually, as well as a team, to think things through, to learn, and to repent. And yet, in the end, his choice was still to betray us all.
Perhaps I made a mistake.
Yes, perhaps you have, and now we must live with it. We are unable to bring him to justice at this moment. The Pale City takes priority. The reason that I bring this up is because I need to know that I can trust you to act in Mytheria's interest, and more importantly, to do as you are told.
She will ball up her fists and salute.
Good. Perhaps there may yet be redemption for a lantern bridge. And now we must discuss this one. Looks down at Mythos.
Yes, sir.
You threw away your badge, I have been told. Is this true?
Yes, I did in an attempt to open a position for parley, and was shortly after I was scolded for it and given information that I was lacking.
A ploy, then. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, but it was an earnest one. I did seek to speak with these Risen to try and find a way to the bell peaceably. And even Miss Farryn, towards the end of the escapade that happened with that foreign deity, mentioned she had intended that as well to some degree. Until he looks around to see if Donnie's around. There was instance of interrogation happening.
But not by giving up my position, Mythos.
Correct, and I did it. And I acknowledge that mistake. I made a rash course of action because I thought it would open up a position for us to have a conversation, whether one was needed or not. We didn't use it, and now we are here. And for some degree, we have accomplished our goal, but for others, we haven't. We have retrieved whatever this artifact is, but it is not the bell we were tasked with. Whether or not it carries the same capabilities or capacities, I do not know. But here we are now.
Throwing your badge away as a ploy is a dangerous prospect. But desperate times, I suppose. So I shall ask you the same question that I've asked of Genevieve. Do you stand with us? And will you do as you are told?
I will. As I told Miss Farryn when, after my initial folly.
Captain Farryn.
Captain Farryn, after my initial folly. We agreed that we would go for the bell. Once we acquired it, we would head towards the city. And beyond there, we would go and take care of the issue in the demon wastes. I told her I would follow her command, and I have done as such since that point.
Farryn narrows her eyes at you.
He doesn't falter.
We shall see if you are true to your word. The desperation of our position leads me little recourse than to trust that perhaps you have seen the folly of your ways.
He'll just bow. His head down.
When we arrive at the Pale City, there will be a reckoning. There will be judgments. Punishments will be given out. Dependent upon how the two of you perform and act, will be what review I give at your soon-to-be trial. This counts twice as much for you as he looks at Lady Thorne, and for this one as he looks down at Gideon. I would suggest that if you wish to redeem yourselves of your naivety, that you do so from this point forward. We will be going to the Holy City. We shall see its status. We shall go where it is most needed for her light. We shall tell them of what we have learned, of Mytheria's position. There is still too much we do not know. We must discern the lies from the truth. I will admit that that is required of wiser heads than mine. We must not act rashly without proper support.
Yes, sir.
This may result in us doing things you do not like, things you do not understand. Therefore, this is my offer. Tonight you will look within yourselves. And in the morning, if you are still here, I shall take it that you have renewed your oaths. If you leave, when I am done, Sulk and I will hunt you, and you will be brought to justice. But perhaps it is worth a few extra weeks of your life. Now, the next order of business. This artifact. Farryn.
Sir,
Present it, please.
she will hold it out so that he can see it.
What is your take, Sulk?
My Inquisitor, it is, certainly bears the mark of Mytheria upon it. It seems to have her holiness. It is reshaped by a foreign hand. It is risky to trust it.
Reshaped by a foreign hand, corrupted, but perhaps not insalvageable. I would hate to see it destroyed or abandoned if there was even a chance of her light being recovered. And yet, we have allowed too much of a presence from such foreign entities. What say you, Farryn?
When it was handed back to me, it was said that it would protect us from our journey through the demon waste. If it has been repurposed, Okay, hold on. In that mid-sentence, she's going to look at it to see if it has exposure.
It does. It has hallowed exposure.
Hallowed, okay. I have no reason to distrust that is its new function. It still seems to be a hallowed artifact. And since it still bears her insignia and not one of a foreign deity, I do not think that there should be any issues, although it may not perform the original functions of the bell.
Cass will absorb these words. There is great risk in using it. Perhaps it is a worthy risk to present it to our superiors. Perhaps its shaping can be undone.
Perhaps. Although, if it is unraveled and reforged yet again, it may make the next leg of our journey after the Pale City all the harder.
I trust the wisdom of the Church and the glorious light of Mytheria over some foreign, pus-filled crow.
Of course, sir.
We will let her light guide us, but I do believe it is not worth destroying it now. There is too much we do not know. And as much as it pains me to take such risk again with foreign entities, I will have to just keep faith that Mytheria is still within the object. And if it is not, well, at least it will be in the possession of someone like myself that can contain it. He will hold out his hand towards the object.
Sir, I do not think I can give it up. I do not fear these false deities, like Genevieve does. Yet, I would not wish to cross them in the case that they use their whimsy to negatively affect the party more.
Cast
If we are
will-
attempting to not draw attention to ourselves, especially from their eyes, I believe holding true to their original intent would be the most prudent.
Cast will raise a single eyebrow. You believe that I am not capable of resisting the pull of a dark entity?
I did not say that, sir.
Captain, permission to speak freely?
Farryn just looks. She looks at Cast. Will you give her permission to speak?
Go on.
Inquisitor, the past 2 times we've interacted with these deities, you passed out on the ground. And we did not.
Nods.
You know what? Give me a I'll go with intimidation check on that one.
Okay,
Intimidation.
good.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lantern Bridge, squint.
Inquisitor Cast will be struck by these words. First, a retort dances on his lips, but then he nods. Your logic is sound, I suppose. Very
Grins.
well. Very well, Farryn. You believe you are the better one to hold it. But you shall not leave my sight.
Of course. Thank you for your understanding, sir. And she salutes and puts the rod back in her inventory.
The next we must discuss is this one. Gesturing down towards Gideon. He will look to Torvin, then he will look to Farryn, and then he will say, insubordination of his caliber is unacceptable. It was one thing to allow a monstrous creature like himself to allow to fight alongside us, but we had little resource, and retort otherwise. But this one has already shown corruption. Already, the fringes of proper civility fray from his transformation. I believe it is best that he remain collared and manacled despite his potency in combat. When we arrive at the Pale City, he shall be given Mytheria's grace.
If I may question you for a moment, sir.
Speak, Farryn.
You are willing to let Thorne run around, essentially, without these precautions. Because it is a dangerous area, full of evildoers that we must pass through in order to get to the Pale City. But you are unwilling to rely on Gideon.
Correct.
I got the collar here needed.
She will be collared and monitored, but she does not possess wings. And if I thought it was possible for such an individual to have their wings removed and yet still be alive to face such justice, I would allow it. Furthermore, Miss Thorne has not shown, at least to my knowledge, any indication of insubordination.
Insubordination, yes. And for that, I agree. I did tell him not to force your hand, and he still did. However, I do believe that his heart, at least, still beats true for Mytheria and her cause. He has not proven to me that, despite saying he claims to follow another foreign deity, that he is against us in any way, not as the other two have. And she looks at Mythos and Genevieve.
Cass will nod. I suppose you are correct. It is proper to be fair. Very well then. We will manacle Thorne as well. She'll treat them both as the prisoners they are. It will make our journey more difficult. But there is more justice in this.
That's true. Turns to
Thorne.
Thorne.
Are you willing?
As you wish.
I suppose there is another way, as Torvin leans in and whispers in his ear.
Sir?
It looks as if Cast is thinking.
Ginny is ready to be handed manacles. Holds a hand out.
It will take a long time before he responds. You believe, Farryn, that this one, pointing to the monster, that his heart beats well enough of Mytheria that I could release him from his manacles and his collaring and he would be trusted?
I am unsure of releasing him from the collar, but yes, at least releasing him from the manacles. I do. I do not think it was his intention to be so transformed, much like in Thorne's case. It was not her intention to be overwhelmed by this deity. However, in the case of Mythos and Genevieve, it was their own choices which led them to forgo their faith. But these two are just unfortunate side effects of something out of everyone's control.
They pair Mytheria and their foreign deities in the same sentences, Captain. It's way worse.
Alright, both of you make me a persuasion check. Both Jenny and Farryn.
Whoops, that's the wrong button. Hang on.
Persuasion.
Yep.
Ah, there it is.
Oh my god.
7? 7?
Mine's not much better.
Oh.
Cass will nod and will say, I am afraid that I must agree more with Genevieve in this regard. It is back the very point that they have no cognizant will. It has been taken from them, as you've said, to varying degrees. Thorne has seemed more resistant to it, but you are correct. It is unfair to treat one so harshly and not the other.
Nods.
Our journey will be more difficult, but they will both face Her Lady's justice. They will stand in the light, and if they are worthy, they shall be forgiven. And if they are not, well, then they shall face redemption.
Nods.
Are you trying to, like, raise your hand or
That's it.
something, Reevee?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What's up?
Yes, sir. Would it be a better allocation of resources to have us collared and, I suppose, one manacle together, or then
No.
perhaps we could fight along the way, or no, that's sorry, never mind.
I shall not allow you
You're right.
to be together. You may work together.
No.
What do you mean, Inquisitor?
Cass will raise an eyebrow. And will look at
If they're
Gideon
manacled.
and look at Thorne and look at Gideon and look back to you.
If they're manacled, how are they going to be working at all?
They will not be manacled together in case one is compromised,
Ah,
lest it drag the other one. They will stand trial.
agreed.
That is what they will do. Out of respect of your service, Lady Thorne, I shall allow you to collar and manacle yourself. If you'd like,
Thank you, sir.
Salt can perform a litany of forgiveness. Perhaps Our Lady will be listening.
We'll look and see how Torvin feels about that.
Torvin's a professional, he'll do it, because he was asked to.
Yes, sir. Alright. We'll pull the hair all the way out of the way this time so it doesn't catch. Maybe get some of Jenny's help with the manacles to get them
I
to
will.
snap on properly.
Professionally snap them on and look you straight in the eye. Say,
you have
don't
a-
you dare run.
Shilvert. Mm-hmm.
Very well. Sulk. Sulk will then slowly whisper in a soft, almost melodic voice, asking, begging for Mytheria's forgiveness over this wayward soul. It lasts approximately 5 minutes, and then Sulk shall end the prayer. Then we'll nod and go to rejoin cast. Very well. Set yourselves up for rest.
Yes, sir.
And at this moment, by Mytheria's light, I have returned with more wood for our fire.
Good.
Flash.
Thank you, Donnie.
Blah, 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 blah. Inquisitor, why are the two of them manacled? I thought only one, the monster, was to be so. It was decided that the other one could not be trusted as well. I see. How truly unfortunate. Inquisitor. Yes. I request permission to go on first watch and final watch. Why separated? I like to sleep in the middle. All right. Thank you, sir. I shall take the first.
Donnie, do you mind if I share first watch with you?
I would be delighted, Farryn. I find your purity to Mytheria's light to be most inviting. Come, let us enter the night together, and perhaps we will swap our escapades of her light. You can also witness my moon dance. Hold on, I have to roll this. I have to make sure I trust him. Just do it quick.
Trust nobody.
Torvin, why don't you stay up? You got it. He goes to sleep.
How can he not trust the moon dance?
Alright. Sleep. Obviously sleep. You going to sleep? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
He's up for the first 3 watches and sleeping on the last.
Okay.
Classic.
And so, the first watch begins. This was passed down from all the members of my tribe to their fathers and their sons. It is mostly used as a mating dance, but it can also be used to herald in the night. Behold! He does the Napoleon dance. Do you see it, Farryn? It is my tribe's methodology to dance with such incredible sorrow as to invite only positive feelings.
Very intriguing.
Behold my sadness in its entirety. I weep for those that have not known Mytheria's light. I weep for those who have lost their way, of whose deaths were found in most unfortunate circumstance.
Ugh.
I weep.
They'll get up and go a little bit further out of camp. Stuff grass in her ears.
Never change, Donnie. Never change.
How very moving.
Thank you. The dance is now complete. I shall now watch alongside you. And you as well. No enemies detected. Okay. He just
Okay.
he just kind of stands there. Alright. Does anybody do anything in the first watch?
Nope.
No. People I wanted to talk to are asleep, so I'll let them sleep.
Okay.
Could wake them up.
Second watch. It is time for myself to become slumberated. I, Donnie Ogreson, claim this tree as my...
Well,
Ginny finally falls asleep.
Torvin remains on watch.
Torvin, do you wish for only Mythos to share your watch, or shall I wake someone else?
I like him.
Very well, then. She'll pull out her rosary and start counting to trance.
Oh, okay. Fucking elf.
Elf
Blah,
stuff.
blah, 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 blah. Torvin will look over at Mythos.
He looks back.
He
got-
looks at
he-
him.
Gives a
He
small
looks
wave.
back at him.
He'll wave back.
All right.
He'll pull out an arrow.
Oh
and
no.
Like point at it. And then he'll start sharpening arrows. And then
Ah.
invites you to come join him for some preparation.
I also have arrows. I will join him in arrow sharpening.
would you like to fletch with him?
Sure. Oh,
We having a
is that
fletch
how you
off?
maintain your arrow?
Sometimes when we touch the Arcadum. I see you have a sword. I have one too.
They're very manly.
Very manly.
I mean,
I have one too. They're very
I'll
manly.
do some
and
maintenance
tough.
on my remaining, how many arrows? 30 arrows?
Alright, Sulk will do maintenance on his bow and equipment, and we'll see your crossbow and nod in approval.
Oh, it's a longbow now.
Longbow,
Maybe if
even
you-
better.
Yes. Yeah.
Fix those fletching so you could actually hit something. That'd be great.
Hey, I actually hit stuff
I'm
last
sorry,
combat.
I can't
had
hear you over
ki
how
when I got
unconscious
there.
you are.
Yeah. I had key when I got in there to start punching stuff.
Stop arguing with sleeping people. Ugh. Comes over here to now.
No, she moved over here, but now she just hears the shh of
Yeah, yeah.
arrows being like sharpened and like
the whole
tied
night
up.
is Ginny. The whole night is Ginny picking up her bedding and walking across town.
All right, now whoever's up next needs to go over there and make noise.
I will kill them in the name of Mytheria.
Something has entered my realm of something has disturbed my sleep.
I smell dairy.
I'm wrong.
Trance is over here.
Mytherian blessing. Oh, this hot spring is available just for me? Well, oh, thank you, Mytherian. Go there and cleanse myself. Such a lonely Mytherian. Alright, so the second watch passes, no problems.
Yep.
Mythos, so above Torvin's head, you see one heart appear.
All right,
Oh, shit! Oh, yeah!
I'm winning.
Oh, yeah, our bond level increased! I see you have a
Opens the
sword!
wiki.
I have one too! They're very manly! Tough.
Do you believe we should wake the Inquisitor for a watch, or Miss Genevieve, as the captain is still resting?
If you touch me, I'll kill you.
Well,
Threats.
I guess. I guess that answers that.
Well,
Jackal her too.
I can actually stay up quite a bit longer. I don't really need to sleep. Sorry, I don't really need to sleep that much. So, if you wanted to keep fletching, we could if you wanted to.
Yes, it'd be appreciated. And make sure my arrows are sturdy for the next
Yes.
combat.
It might fly through and strike our enemies.
And maybe actually deal damage.
Yes.
Cry!
Slight smile. Alright, because we're both wanderers, we continue to work throughout the night.
Yay!
No, that's very sweet, Mytherian. You would make me so many honey scones. Molasses cookies, my word. I've only just recently discovered that.
A B minus. What is this? What is the meaning of this?
A B minus?
Oh my god.
No, she failed the test! Anyway. Alright. On the final watch, Corvin will wake up Inquisitor Cast.
I will get Mr. Donnie.
He will down.
Nudge him for a final watch.
Oh, yes! Good! I shall now face the rising sun. Huh!
Thank you, Mr. Donnie.
I shall now do my sun greeting dance.
I'm tiny! I'll fix this again.
I shall now do the dance of greeting.
We need to get those resized.
How loud is his dance of greeting, Arcadum?
Not enough to wake the dead, apparently.
I just kind of sit up.
Ah, Genevieve, you're awake. Would you like to join me for morning training?
Might as well be awake. Morning training's the way.
I see you have a spear.
I have 2 spears. Would you like one?
Come here and show me their bite. Yes, yes.
Haha!
Oh, 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 oh,
Hiya!
Hiya! Good.
Oh, whoops!
You
Sorry, I
corrected
accidentally
him.
did that. Hey, let me snuggle you back in there. Okay.
Yeah, accidentally, I'm sure.
Look, I can walk over there as the Inquisitor and kick you two apart. All right. Thankfully, he hasn't noticed. Okay, he kind of noticed. That's going to be a problem. But anyway. And so the night fades.
Gotta leave room for Mytheria.
Yeah, leave room for Mytheria.
Mytheria's not a prude.
Well, actually. Anyway. Everyone receives a long rest.
Hooray!
Oh boy, my
Hey,
health exists.
since only one of my 2 of my exposure are from actual spells and not cantrips, how much do I go down?
You lose all cantrips, and then what do you have?
2.
Then you go down to whatever your minimum is.
Sweet.
I require HP. I hope I'm healed soon by the... Yes!
What a delightful night that was. So very refreshing.
Grind.
God, my head.
You can't speak. Your mouth is covered.
Oh boy.
So...
Head pats.
I'm eating a regular ration for breakfast. Nothing fancy. We should go.
Yes.
All right.
Eat my food.
Eat your rations. Eat your rations.
Nom nom nom.
You, listen and listen well. You are hereby a prisoner of Mytheria's grace. You are alive because I see that it is better that you hold trial. Dependent on how you act from this point forward, will deem how I shall speak on your behalf. Do you understand?
He will graciously nod his head.
Good. Corvin will tie Gideon to Thorne, and then the rope will be given to him, and then he will make a knot that he can quickly undo it if there's danger and trouble. Corvin will bring up the rear. Cass will go out front. Formation, please. Oh,
And
where-
am I marking a ration down for Gideon and Farryn as well again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
His
Right.
formation.
This is called the helicopter.
Yes.
I think.
To the drone.
I don't know what a helicopter. Helicopter, helicopter.
Why do they call it that? Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Time to travel.
Time
Whoa.
to look at that world map. We haven't seen it forever.
It's like world map.
Time to leave the beautiful swamp behind.
Isn't it awesome?
Yes,
Doesn't
let's
that map
travel.
look great?
It's
It was
so
pretty
pretty.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Mhm.
Do we get to cross the bridge?
Yeah. Crossing the bridge is for good boys, Gideon.
I am the best boy.
Negative.
Yeah.
I have never disobeyed an order.
That doesn't change what you are.
Uh,
That's
Aaron has a
crazy.
list.
Anyway.
Go ahead, think of an order I've disobeyed. I'll wait.
there was this time where Farryn said, "Don't talk to that person," and then promptly Gideon talked to that person. There was that other time where Farryn said, "Be quiet, we're sneaking," and Gideon was like, "What should we do?" at the top of his lungs. You've broken several orders, sir.
When was this?
And
I
not
don't
only
re-
that, but then you mouthed off to your commanding officer.
He's not my
Quite.
commanding officer.
Yeah, but
Yes,
no one
Farryn
told
was.
he is. No, he is.
Farryn.
He is. He is.
He
What
is.
are you tripping? He is.
Inquisitor
He-
Cast is our commanding officer, Gideon.
He technically ranks above Farryn for this mission.
I know. I'm just
Ah,
memeing. Calm down.
So okay.
Stop memeing, soldier.
I don't
Get with the
believe it.
program.
Solka.
I don't believe him.
Oh, God.
I don't believe him. Anyway, here we
So
go.
where are we? Oh, we're still in Dark Lake. Says our
Well,
little symbol.
you're just hold on.
I was just looking. I was just looking. I'm sorry.
We're like here.
Yeah, I've got.
Well, we're in the bone mire somewhere.
Well, you
We
may
got to
have
go back to the
found
estate
here.
and then follow the
No, you're gonna go this way.
We're just gonna cross
You're not
country.
going back to Dark Lake. It ain't happening.
Thank goodness.
Ah!
No.
But the lights! The lights on the other side.
We'll go back for the lights some
So
other
many
time.
questions.
Once we save Mytheria.
We must go back. We gotta find Polk. Make sure
Gideon,
he's okay.
Gideon, the completionist. Gotta
Oh.
gotta play 400 hours of game time without touching the main quest.
Yes.
All the side missions. We never found the other artifacts in Dark Lake. There's so much left.
The chances of us actually saving other Mytherians though are pretty good. We saved Donnie.
All right.
Hooray! Success.
All right. Who's my survivalist?
That's me.
Let's roll him.
And also maybe I don't know,
I think Torvin.
Orvin or Cast, or also maybe Mythos. I don't know.
Oh,
Mythos
yeah.
Also, because he's Jack.
Also, Donnie.
Donnie.
Yes,
Hey,
he's
an
an
orc.
orc. He gets it for free.
free picture for free. Wow.
Yeah.
Yay!
Nice.
Orc superiority, of course.
Torvin
Wow.
will roll. Okay, that's fucking awful.
too busy
Mytheria
with the,
says to lead that way. That's.
Prisoners.
I don't think that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the party is immediately lost. Great.
Mythos, do you still have it?
Let me check Cast, see if he's got survival. Oh, Cast has survival. Hold on. I have 3 character sheets open just for this fucking check right now.
I don't
Mythos
have
is also-
survival, but I have Jack of all trades.
Yeah, you have
That's
Jack.
what I was asking.
Go for
Thank the most goodness. Okay.
it.
Well,
Good.
Cast is leading after all. He's at the front of the line.
Okay, augmented rolls.
Oh gosh.
We have a cast. Enemies are too scared to approach us, right?
Hmm?
Oh god, it's the Balrog.
Holy fuck. That's so many. But that is...
Please don't say Risen Patrol.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to fight that very well.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, not when you chained and collared your best fighters. Yeah.
And the captain made a vow.
Well, the party happens upon a mysterious stranger in the swamp.
Oh.
I wonder who it could be.
Is my heart rate about to spike?
It's the golden toad.
You see a friendly-looking individual with a gold tooth and a leaf on his head. He is currently sitting on a log, just kind of singing to himself. Oh, if I could be... No, that's not right. That's not... How you gonna see what I wanna be? Yeah. You see this guy.
Uh-huh.
Strange people in the swamplands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a good one. Let me try this one. No, that's not right either. What do you think, Abigail? And the big old alligator will come rolling up out of the water. And you guys will see this.
It's so cute.
So chubby.
I love Abigail.
Nice.
And then suddenly, the man will turn around and notice you're standing behind him. Oh! Look out, Abigail! We got some proper folks coming up through here. Kind of adjust his suspenders. Enchanté to all of you. Welcome to my humble part of the swamp. I know it doesn't look like much, but this here is one of my rest stops for me and old Abby. Isn't that right, Abigail? Abigail, say hi. Good girl. You know, y'all look a bit lost to me.
Are we lost? Looks
What
around
gave you
at our
that
leaders.
idea?
Cast will shake his head. We know where we're going. Oh, and where's that,
good.
if you don't mind me asking, sir? To the Pale City. Oh, okay. Well, Pale City's that way. Points behind you. And how are we supposed to believe you? Well, my name is Corvaforka. I am a guide of sorts. Now, I'm noticing that you be lost, so I'm hoping that I might be able to be of some aid. Because I dare say that the folks of your kind of caliber probably have quite a bit of gold. And I am someone who has a very hungry gator. And I would like to see her properly fed. So, perhaps... we might be able to make an arrangement. Farryn, this man is completely honest. And kind of gross.
So, the Pale City is actually the other direction?
Yes, you're in the wrong direction.
Oh,
She nudges Cast and says, well, a guide. How very interesting. Certainly you don't get much business out here. And as she's saying that, Thieves can't. He's telling the truth. We are going in the wrong direction.
Forka will then go on Thieves' Cant. Why would I lie to you? Cast will then look at him, and then we'll look at you. And then he'll sign back. I see that you're the right kind of person. Indeed we are! Now that we're all nice and introduced to each other, I say that maybe we make some good on some deals, huh? You want to know how to get to where you're going? I need gold. Abigail needs friends. She's real friendly. I could take you right on my swamp cart. It's right over there. You see a vehicle barely floating in the water nearby.
Thorne's eye twitches in horror.
don't trust that at all.
Gideon
Captain.
raises an
Doesn't look
eyebrow.
Very sturdy.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Inquisitor, you did say you wished for a, perhaps, a quicker route so that
Inquisitor.
fewer things would get in our way?
Inquisitor will look at Farryn and will nod, and he'll look back to Korka and he'll say, and just how much would you be charging? Well, on the account of all the extra people and their size and spoilage, weapons, armor, things like that, I'll have to get out the big log, which costs a little extra. But I think I could get you... I could get you there probably 300 gold for all of you. 300 gold pieces. Casper look in his pockets. You accept anointed silver. Sorry, church man, can't take any of that silver. Ain't nobody around here gonna take it. They're gonna think that I'm super into the church. Not that there's anything wrong with that, mind you, but, gold speaks best. Does anyone here only have 75? Corvin will speak up. Inquisitor, I have 175.
I have the appropriate amount. So
I also do.
Oh.
What? Wow, where did you guys get... Never mind. I don't want to know.
I didn't require many requisitions when we were at the Abbey.
And I'm a captain. I'm paid for my hard work.
If you wouldn't mind, I could spot you in the city. Farryn.
Of course. And she'll hand him the 300 gold from her inventory, from her little coin pouch.
And he will hand the gold to Korkaforka. He'll look at it. Oh, that looks like about right. He'll tie that off. Well, come on then, y'all. I'll take you straight to the swamp, I will. And he'll start tying some logs to his vehicle, which are just logs. Alrighty, so this ride's going to be real smooth. Abigail's the fastest gator this side of the fallow lands. Ain't that right, girl? That's right. That's who's daddy's good girl. She rolls over, starts patting her on the belly. Oh yeah. All right now, Abby, it's time to earn our food, huh? And it'll splash into the water as he slowly starts to equip her harness around her. Now, y'all go ahead and get comfortable up on top of that there log now.
All right.
Farryn sits very comfortably.
Editor's note. It is not comfortable nor clean.
Gina will make a weird face as she hears the alligator's name is Abby.
Yeah.
Strange.
Why is that weird?
Hop on log.
Yep, jumps up.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not comfy, Farryn makes it look comfy.
After seeing everybody is in, he'll start hammering in some sticks to make a small fence and ties a rope around you guys. Well, this is just in case we take any of them corners pretty fast. You don't want to fall into some of this swamp water, let me tell you. When we get to the deeper parts, there's leeches, snakes, intellect devourers, all kinds of stuff in there. You want to be real careful. Starts tying everything down.
I suppose we'll get to that when we get to that.
Thorne will cling on to Gideon and be repulsed by the water.
After tying everybody up, down, not up, but down.
Yeah.
We get up to get down.
He will get on the front. I need Thorne to make me a medicine check.
Understood.
Okay. You will see that Korkaforka quickly starts to grind a flour together and then snort it in his nose. Ugh. Woo! You ready, Abigail? All right, y'all hold on tight now as he grabs on the reins. Let's go! All right.
Ah!
So you guys,
Wee.
you guys swamp airboat gator time all the way through.
Time. Zuma, zuma, zuma.
This
Okay.
is quite enjoyable, actually.
No, it isn't, Captain.
All right.
Faster.
So now that you have a guide, quite fortunate, I get to roll what happens. Nothing that day. Nothing that day. Oh, God. All right, so 2 days pass by. Sleeping on the bayou is pretty hot, humid. There's bugs everywhere. It's a lot. On the third day, you could see that he pulls up to a small gathering of other swamp folk, and you can see that they are kind of blowing together a cooking fire. There's warm and delicious, actually, smells in the air, and he goes, looks like somebody's having a cook-up. Y'all want to stop in for a spell? Real cheap food, real good, too.
Jenny's mouth will water. It's been a while since real food.
Don't you worry, we'll get you nice and filled up. He'll start pulling over, even though Cast will say, well, we are in a hurry, but I am quite hungry. And trail rations are...
Captain?
Shh.
Yes.
So far, Reevee.
Thank you.
Okay. Forga will turn the whole thing over to the side, and then you will join the swamp people as they play on their oddly stringed instruments, their bone reeds, ham boning, playing stomach flutes, and all sorts of other kind of gross stuff. And you will have some swamp gumbo. It is delicious.
During this whole thing, Ginny is resisting with every bone in her body the urge to step up and tell a story. She ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it this time. She's trying to be a good soldier.
Is my gag removed to eat?
Yes.
But we're holding it to put it right back on.
Oh, gee. Man, that gag really dries your mouth out.
Sorry. Stay strong for a little longer.
It's fun. I don't think it's necessary, but if that's what y'all need, I'm okay with it, I guess.
You really shouldn't provoke Cast.
I'm not meaning to. And Inquisitor Cast, I would like to apologize for my outburst. I will admit the heat of the battle got to me a little bit.
You will use your mouth to eat your food.
That is just
That is all
nod and
Cass
go
will
back
say.
to eating.
Around you, you can see that all the other people, despite the dour kind of vibe that you're bringing to it, doesn't really seem to affect them. You can see that people are dancing, hoot-nannying, shin-digging, all that kind of stuff.
Ginny will tap her feet to a rhythm.
All right.
How does the weather in the swamp compare to the jungle of the Mistlands? Is it similar or like different?
It's actually pretty similar.
Yeah, you see Farryn looks actually, for once, kind of at ease and a little bit reminiscent.
Right.
Is it the music, Captain?
I suppose that's part of it. It's a little more twangy than I'm used to hearing. But I appreciate the heart that they put into it.
Boing 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 boing.
It's certainly hard.
Bang 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 bang. Bang bang bang. Ding 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 ding. Da ding ding ding. Ring ding ding. Sorry.
Clap, 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 clap,
Clap, clap, clap, clap, clap, cloop, clap, clip, clap, clip, clap, clap, cloop. Okay.
Well.
After much twanging and twinging, the food and the festivities will start to die down as an elder will start to stand up amongst the people. Now I want to thank y'all for coming around to celebrate old Jethro's birthday. Hanukkah, Jethro! And everybody starts clapping.
Happy birthday, Jethro!
Lightly claps.
But as it calms down, now we've got ourselves a bit of an announcement. All right. First up, Keloise from Whisperwood had twins, all healthy. Praise be. Everybody starts clapping. Yay!
Clap, clap.
Lightly clap.
Clappity clap.
Turns
What's
out
that?
that the Bolson sisters did not decide to marry the Belthan brothers. Boo! One guy does. Everybody else goes, shut up, Bell and Belthro. I made myself laugh. And then finally, we need to have ourselves a discussion about what we're going to do here about what's happening down in the south. And everybody starts getting kind of serious and leaning forward. Some of the older people, not like quite as elder as she is, but quite a few of the older people start to, the adults or the middle-aged people start to lean forward. Now, from what we've heard, the massacre at the Silver Stones was something terrible. A lot of y'all had family down that way, and our hearts are with you. May the will-o-wisp guide their souls to where it belongs. Now, we need to be speaking about what we're going to do about that. Some of the older people will lean forward. What do you think we should do, Elder? I think we should call all of our family home. I'm getting the feeling that whatever's happening around here is going to get even worse. And now's the time for us to close up our borders. Go deep into the swamp. Take care of your own. Take care of your neighbors. Let these people figure out who wants to rule the clean parts of the land. Don't you think it's right that we should go do something, help them people? Every time we swamp folk get involved, more of us die. You should know that better than anyone, Eloise. Eloise will nod. You see that she has an aura of sadness around her. And she sits most notably alone. And the elder will continue. Therefore, I think we should put it up to a vote. All the great families, please step forward. And you will see that 7 regular-looking folk will step forward. They wear strange clothing. They look very much like Korka, and each of them will step forward, representing their various families or the lesser families that aren't quite as big, and the elder will speak. All in favor of hiding out in the Great Skull? The elder will raise their hand, and you will see that each of them will start to raise their hands, and then somebody will call out, should we be doing this in front of these here strangers? Yeah, they're strangers. Yeah, we shouldn't let them see this. Yeah, this ain't right. What if they... And then the elder will raise their hand. Need I remind you of the laws of the swamp? And every single one of them will lower their heads that spoke out. These are our guests, and they are to be treated as such. They've been brought here by one of our blooded own. As Korka will wave. And I dare say, if I guess right, that they done employed him to guide them through the swamp. Korka will nod. They will be treated with the utmost passion, and they will be treated with respect and dignity, which means that if they're here, eating our gumbo, they can listen to us decide what we're going to do. Besides, as the elder will look at Cast, we ain't done nothing to nobody, and I know the church will respect that. Cast will suddenly feel all the eyes on him, and this older gentleman leaning on his cane. Cast will nod. You have done naught but show us hospitality. If it were within my power to find you, I would thank you properly. But from what I'm hearing, it seems as if that will be most impossible. The elder will nod. Your words is enough. Before you go, I'd like to have a word with you, young man, once our voting's done. Cast will nod. And the elder will continue. It looks like the great families are all in agreement. Come by the time of the wind of the north starts to blow cold, and winter starts its march down to the south, we'll make our way for the Great Skull. Now y'all have fun now. The elder will slowly approach. Slowly, old and hunched over on the staff. We'll take a seat next to Cast and the rest of you. What's your name, young man? Cast. Cast is my name, sir. All right, so now I know that Corker here is just trying to make a living, but he can better be a bit overzealous. So I just want to make sure you're not here for any of my kin, are you? Cast will shake his head. No, sir. We are simply passing through. Good. Good. I think you should know, sir, that we got quite a few friends around here. Friends that you won't like very much. And they won't like you very much. Now, it's my intention that you'll pass through here without any sort of problems at all. As long as you remain polite and cordial to my people. Cast will nod. As long as they have not committed any heresy, I don't see any reason why we would not be able to get along. The elder will purse his lips, narrow his eyes slightly, and will say, I'll tell them to be on their best behavior. No need to give the church any reason to doubt. Cast will nod. I would hate to see such a kindly people be punished. Yes, the elder responds. And I'd hate to see how much blood it would take to punish them. Cast and the old man stare each other down for a moment. But eventually, the old man will hold out his hand, not breaking eyesight, but offering peace instead. Cast, awakened by this act, will shake his hand. Of course, sir. There's no need for bloodshed. Good. Now y'all welcome to sit here and eat, sleep, be safe. But I think it best maybe in the morning you shove out, yeah? Cass will nod. We're in a hurry anyway. Good. Nice to meet all of y'all. As the elder slowly gets up, starts to shuffle back into the party.
Farryn nods.
Ethos
Me-
bows.
Eating my second bowl of delicious food.
Should we ask what happened?
No, it's not our business. Much.
And even if we knew, we wouldn't be in a position to do much. We are heading northward to the city. The stones are in the south.
Besides, you don't really have a say in which way we go anyway to get in.
I wasn't say we go, but information that we could bring back to the Bell City about what's happening in the south could be helpful.
Bringing
Oh.
back the news that there was a massacre should be plenty.
Yes,
One
we have
can
this much.
presume that it is either the risen that we ourselves encountered expanding further south, or that it is much like what overtook Dark Lake. Plague and pestilence.
Besides, Gideon, we're not the only patrol wandering the east. Somebody's bound to have seen it anyway.
Cast will speak. Torvin, I believe this one's done eating. Torvin will move over to Gideon and will place the gag back into his mouth. We should get some rest.
Indeed.
All right. As everyone starts to kind of cozy in, the soft, sultry sounds of the swamp and a strange peace will find its way towards you. Your rest comes easy, despite all the tense feelings, harbored hatreds, or fears. The peace comes quick. Your dreams are filled with whimsy and hope. Possibility dances within your mind. As each of you fall asleep, you will fall asleep to a trumpeting of frogs, hopping upon their pads and offering a nighttime feast for those to hear. And thus, the morning comes, and the party rises. And so, you continue your journey, as Korkaforka calls Abigail, and you leave the gathering behind. Yeah.
As we're traveling, I'm gonna poke Korka. You're a gator.
Yeah? What about her?
Did you name her Abigail, or did she come with the name?
Oh no, I named her Abigail when I grabbed her out the egg that she comes swimming out of. Named her after my grandmother.
Oh, your mother's name, Abigail.
Oh, my grandmother's name was Abigail, that's right. She had the same kind of smile and the same leathery skin, too. Whoo-wee! Man, when that woman get ornery, she got ornery. Yep. Shot my grandfather with a crossbow. Their second night together.
Well, when we get back to the Pale City, I have a friend to tell. Apparently, her namesake matches that of an alligator in a swamp.
He'll nod.
Genevieve.
Yes?
Forget she's dead.
Oh. Yes, I did forget. Pity.
Sorry.
Tell her he never should have left the Pale City, Thorne.
He wasn't going to be stopped.
Alright, now we're going to start tracking rations as the leftovers from the gumbo have been eaten up. That's one day.
Well, poke Gideon as well. Not that he can reply much, but I'm sorry we brought you back just probably to have you killed again. I'm sorry I was selfish. Oh,
Raise an eyebrow at that.
and watch the sick swamp scenery. Uh-oh.
But he'll grab your hand or reassuringly.
Hand holding on this log? Oh well.
That. No. None of that.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Forka will suddenly go, shit. He'll pull out a huge leaf that he unrolls. Everybody get down now. He'll throw it over you.
We'll pull Gideon down.
Duck.
You will hear the
Squats
sound
down.
of hoofbeats. Oh there, traveler. Who that there? Somebody help you with? We were just wondering, are you a merchant? No, sir, I am not. Why do you have so much cargo, then? That's my business. I don't come to your place and ask you how many women you've got under the back end. What? That's right. Them's my wives, and they're all asleep, and I won't be hearing you wake them up. You can hear the sound of, what? Those are all of your wives. That's right, all of them. This here's my favorite one. Say hi, Abigail. Oh, my word. That's right. Now, did you want something, or can I get back to taking care of business? Me and the ladies were just about to start our intimate nuptials. No, sir. Sorry to interrupt. You will hear the most awkward hoofbeats leave. Hit him every time. You act like a sexual deviant, they leave you alone.
Yes,
Y'all
of course they do.
Don't say anything. Y'all stay under that leaf until we get a nice far away. And then a few moments will pass, and then he'll start to lift the leaf up. And he'll start to roll it up. Now be careful around here. All sorts of folk moving around, trying to make problems. I don't care what they say about that brass baron fellow. Last thing I need is for him to slaughter all of you on my ship.
Much appreciated, I suppose.
You're welcome. Or boat. I wouldn't say ship. I'd say boat. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Come on, Abigail.
I'll kind of whisper to the captain. I know he was doing a bit, about us being his wives, but something tells me that the gator wasn't a bit.
Farryn looks at you, appalled.
I don't. He's a swamp man, Captain.
She rolls her eyes and looks away. Halflings, she mutters under her breath.
So much racism going on right now.
Swamp man, gosh.
Not all parcels.
A shortcut.
I am down to 5 rations.
Hey, fair wins.
Let's see. There should be 8 more rations.
Ooh, actually, I miscalculated then. That's lower. I've got like 3 left.
Okay, so we come to this point. Orca will lead you over outside of the edge of the swamp, right to the great river that eventually turns into the inlet that feeds directly into the Pale City. I'm afraid this is as far as I can take you. Take you any further, I risk you going right through Alderfife, and, well, there are people there that ain't gonna like you very much.
Well reasoned.
If you're looking to resupply, it's only a short walk out your way, a couple days towards old Brannigan's Tavern down to the south, but if you think you got the supplies, you just follow the road up right there. Just follow that up to the northwest, and eventually it'll turn off into northwest even more, and you go straight to Pale City from there.
Thank you for your assistance.
Y'all are most welcome. Cast will start gathering his things, and Torvin will start dismounting. Cast will hop down, and he'll say, "You have my thanks, sir. You have aided Mytheria." He'll shake his head. "I don't know about no Mytheria. I just saw some people in the swamp that needed help. Helping people shouldn't have to matter which god they serve, don't you think?" Cast does not have an immediate response to that. In either case,
Excellent.
thank you. Orca will nod. "No problem, sir. Come on, Abigail. Let's leave these people to the rest of their journey."
Oh yes, thank you as well, Abigail.
Gideon will bow and thanks.
Oh, she likes you. Come on, girl.
Looks in pack. think I'm a little low on rations for the rest of the journey. How many do we have total?
I'm carrying an additional 9.
I also have about 9, but I can stretch mine thin pretty easily.
I only have 3, but that is the maximum I can carry for myself.
Ask Torvin.
Corvin and Cast look in their own packs. I have approximately a week left. What about you, Torvin? Same, sir. Perhaps it is best that we take the swamp men's advice and we could go to O'Brennigan's tavern. We could resupply there and perhaps even find out if the rumors that we've heard have been true. Cast will stroke his chin. It would
I
be
think
risky.
that's wise.
We're close to Alderfife. On the border of the Three Kings.
A good week or two away from Alderfife. We're looking at this map, right?
Perhaps it would be best to reassume our false identities. We only unveiled ourselves as inquisitors to the inset.
Do you have a subtle plan to explain why you have 2 people manacled?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I think being blatantly Mytherian will avoid more questions than trying to be anything else.
Some of us could go. Keep the prisoners behind. And Cast will shake his head. No, we cannot risk their escape.
Mm-mm.
We shall travel to the wilderness till we are close to O'Brennigan's tavern. We shall send one of us to investigate the situation. Farryn, do you think you could do this?
Of course.
We need to resupply. We will move southwest. It'll cost us a day, but I think it is a day well spent.
Aye, Inquisitor. Start
Yes.
packing up and ready to go.
All right.
Do we have to roll survival to get there?
No, you have directions from a guide. So,
Hooray!
but I do have to roll this. Okay. All right. Travel a short distance away from the river towards O'Brennigan's tavern, which is a couple more days away. It is there that the party makes camp, and the next morning, they finish the last leg of their journey trying to get closer. Okay. Enough. Moving at double time. To right. Okay. You are now approximately a day away from O'Brennigan's tavern, in which it is suggested that the party sets up camp while someone is sent forward to purchase supplies. Cast will state, Farryn, I trust you with this, and perhaps you take someone with you, just in case.
Yes, I would not be able to carry them all by myself.
Someone strong, then.
Preferably.
Looks at the strong people.
They're
Both
manacled.
of them are manacled.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Perhaps. Genevieve, as much as it may be distasteful, how much can Mr. Louis carry?
Captain, I don't think I should take Louis near the tavern. He's unsettling enough for people who are prepared to see him. No. Up
And
to you,
isn't
of
he
course.
also a thief?
I think it is better to do it this way. Corvin, unmanacle Miss Thorne. Send her with Farryn. I know that Miss Thorne will return, because if she does not, or Farryn fails to return, I shall execute Gideon here and now. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir. And she'll bow.
Good. Captain has command. I wish you luck, Farryn. Return
Salute.
quickly.
We will take our luckless look at the party and head behind her to O'Branigan's.
I get to use a new cool map.
Yay.
Hooray, hooray.
As we walk along, Farron will look up towards Thorne and say, "Well, this is quite nice. I had hoped for a moment to talk to you alone."
Oh, did you? Why?
Well, I wished to know, how are you enjoying being able to see again?
Mm. It is beautiful, and I was able to work on my writing. It's good to see again, but the cost may be a bit heavy. There's not too much good of it, I guess.
That is often the way I found.
Did you have anything else on your mind?
Merely curiosities.
We
I've
should
noticed.
hurry so Torvin and Cass don't get anxious.
Oh, I walk quickly, but we can talk while we walk. Curiosity number one, I've noticed that often you're quite moody, and yet now you seem calmer. How are you holding out?
I am facing execution, and I'm hoping that your curiosity doesn't spark someone's interest, Captain.
Ah, that's someone. No, not why I was asking. But, also, I suppose I should ask if your feelings towards me have changed over the course of this mission.
Why?
As I said before, curiosity.
It doesn't matter, and curiosity will get you into trouble.
Interesting. I would say it matters to me, as captain, to know of the feelings that my team is going through. Simply so that I can administer to them well, keep them physically, mentally, and spiritually safe as I am able.
I spend my time thinking on how things were, on how it started, and how it was better. Mm,
So, you feel things are worse now?
I'm not wrong.
I
And
respect
it's
that.
no fault of your own, but you are a reminder of why things are such.
Interesting.
everything has changed. My team has changed. And none of it for the better. Are you sure you're walking quickly?
Just because I am shorter than you does not mean I'm walking slowly. We're nearly there.
Ah, short.
Thank you for enlightening me, Thorne.
Hmm.
If there's any way that I can help you, that would still be within my line of duty, please let me know. I do truly care for this team, you know.
Then do what is right by the people.
As always, I will.
Alrighty. And so, I got some cool map stuff to show you.
Yay!
Haven't we been
Full
here
of
before?
halflings.
What?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I think it changed. The map, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, but the halflings are gonna show up. I know it.
No!
They've been traveling.
Wait,
No!
what do you mean? I haven't changed maps yet.
No, I mean, from the original O'Branigan's Tavern, which was just a rehashed map, I feel like this one is the new O'Branigan's Tavern map.
Yeah, we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Renovated.
Look, I got new shit. I want to show it to you, okay? Look,
Yeah,
We're just
yeah.
joking around because those three halfling girls keep showing up in taverns. They're on the move, and they are Farryn's
The bane of my
nemesis.
Look, man. Look.
It's a joke.
They move. We love
Now
them.
you listen to me, Billiam. Someone here's gonna get slam jammed.
Wham.
Okay, hold on.
Slappy hands.
Hold on, I'm putting things in places. There are people here. They are. Okay, I'm just filling it up, putting some there. Okay, put there. God, this looks so cool. So excited. Do okay. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Load it in. Let me get some music here. Something proper. Let's do this. And so you enter O'Branigan's Tavern. And the new one. With cooler looking.
Renovations.
Yeah, it's been a few months since we've been
We
here.
spent a lot of money there. He upgraded.
He just renovated. It's fine.
Let me know when you guys are loaded.
99.
Ooh. I really like these Arcadum. These are great.
Isn't it awesome, dude?
Mm-hmm. I love them.
Ah, I'm in.
They have lighting too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Man, Brannigan's really downside since we were last here.
Well, there's war, you know. War
I'm
is happening.
I'm just joking. It looks great.
It's all your fault,
I'll-
Cape. You did this.
Yeah. All
Anyway.
all my fault.
Anyway, you guys loaded?
Yeah.
People turning into dragons and
Okay.
that's impressive.
You will see that old Brannigan is walking around kind of tending to customers and things like that, but you will see that there are quite a few people in here. Some of them important enough for tokens.
Ooh.
Oh.
Seated on this side, their backs to most of the rest of the tavern as they kind of discuss things in secret, you will see this guy. You will see this guy. And you will see this lady.
Yeah.
Wait. And then on the other side, you will see, wearing a completely different regalia, this guy. This lady. Yes, colored by Essy. And you'll see Gideon's dad.
He's
Man,
so
if you
cool.
if you could see him now.
Okay. And you guys are in disguise, right?
I was hoping to be, yes.
Okay. Same disguise
Up
that
to
you came
Captain.
through.
Hey, swap your tokens, yeah. Oh,
So
man.
basically, would he recognize you or not?
He probably wouldn't recognize us because we only showed up in our Inquisition gear before.
That's what I thought. Hello! Welcome! We got a full house today. What do you need? Maybe I can help you here.
Ah, good afternoon. Yes, we're looking to resupply, my companion and I.
I recognize your voice.
Perhaps.
He'll kind of stroke his beard. Been a while since I've been to the Pale City, though. It's fine. Well, what can I do you for? I got lots of food. I can convert it to rations if you like.
Yes, please.
All right, that's a big lady. Size of that token.
We're going to need
Why's your
several.
token so big?
She's
Because
just
she's
really
swole, Arcadum.
Wow. Anyway,
Whoa.
he will start writing down everything you need. How many rations do you think you need specifically?
How long is it to the Pale City?
Approximately 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. So... What is that?
7
8
times
people?
14, merciless.
98 rations?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, that's fine. Okay.
It just
Jesus.
sounds like such a ridiculous amount, but 98 rations, please.
That'll be about 200 gold.
Nova, can you help supplement?
Shows Captain the 9 gold.
Oh no.
You didn't think this one through.
Huck starts to narrow his eyes, sensing poor people.
So,
Mm-hmm.
explain to me what my merchant badge was for again, because I don't really have any notes on it. I just have a note that I have one.
Your merchant badge means that you are an official merchant, and therefore you can participate with. Basically, you are means that you are able to deal directly with state entities. You're viewed as a merchant, so that people will know that you are a reputable source in which to buy things from.
Will it be enough to give me a line of credit? And I show him the merchant badge. We've fallen on somewhat hard times and need to make back to resupply.
All right, let me see. Name, please.
Fiona Ironhall.
I'll write that down. Line of credit. Hold on, I need to get a mark. He'll put a piece of paper and parchment over your badge, and he'll fill it in with some coal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How much do you have?
I have 89 on me right now, sir.
Not even half.
Fiona,
Yes, Nova.
there'll be more supplies in the cart, and I think you also didn't consider that while I am strong and in your service, I can't carry that much in one go.
Oh,
So we are
tragedy
going to have
strikes
to make
again.
trips anyway. You should have thought this through.
Perhaps. I was just in such a state of mind.
Focus on work, questions later.
Very well. How much for 42 at this moment?
Well, that's 84 gold.
Well, then I suppose we can forgo the line of credit for now. And she'll
All right,
just
then.
give him the 84 gold.
Alright, he'll give you 42 rations. There you go, nice and packed for you.
Thank you. Most obliged.
Give a nod.
Whoop.
Anything else?
Nova, would you like to stop for a drink, or shall we just head on our way?
We're not tarrying.
Very well. We shan't lose the light, so if you'll excuse us, we'd like to go a little further before it gets dark.
Understandable. Have an excellent day.
You as well.
It's like I've heard her voice before. Maybe it's in one of them brothels. Meanwhile, back on the world map. Alright. The two of you return promptly with the rations in tow. Thorne is remanacled. And then Cast will discuss with Torvin. You think this is enough? About halfway, sir.
Torvin, how good of a huntsman are you?
Oh, good hunt.
If we have to stop along the way, I could cook something.
It might be enough to get us to the outskirts of the city, sir. And then we might be able to gather some food from the hegemony, or perhaps even some of the friars.
Ooh.
Cass will nod. I'm afraid that we're going to have to err on the side of speed over caution. I say we take what we have now, and we make our way towards the Pale City as quickly as possible. Farryn, did you see anything of note whilst in the tavern?
2 groups, wearing individual colors, 3 in each group. One blue, brown, and with the symbol of what appeared to be an abacus, I suppose. And the other group, black and grey, with the symbol of a cross. I did not stop to overhear either of their conversations.
Sound like mercenaries to me. Salk will then say, "Aye, but I sounded like a load of mercenaries, sir. How many did you see?"
6 in total, 3 in each group.
Perhaps not that many.
You didn't listen in on anything?
I was busy discussing with O'Branigan for the rations.
Well, yes, but... Never mind, Captain. You know what you do.
We had no time to linger. Shall we?
Salutes.
If hunting is a nature check, I can help Torvin hunt.
It is a survival check.
Ah, well. I can jack of all trades.
Ha ha! Okay.
But, yeah.
Probably want to be a day or 2 out from a tavern before doing that.
Oh, most
You're
definitely.
not going to find much here.
Have to hunt the people. Haha.
Ugh.
And so,
Horrified face.
out the party goes. Whee! Okay, survival checks. That's plenty. I don't have to roll the NPCs. Okay. Survival checks.
Okay.
We're good. Okay, so it begins to rain. A heavy rainstorm assaults the party, slowing their progress.
What's up?
Survival checks. Good.
Nice.
Okay, the rain stops. Your way continues. At this point, you are approximately at the fork. Now, Torvin and Cast believe it is safe to go on the roads, hastening your journey. It has been 6 days, Reevee. Hastening your journey, you will now turn and take the road towards the Pale City.
Guess we'll have to do 4 each day now, Reevee.
I still have some, but yes, I've been putting myself on half rations and hopefully Mythos as well.
Maybe I should be doing that.
Oh, when we were in the wilderness, I have to eat every day, or else I get bad at directions. But once we're on the road, I'll be having mine.
Okay. And no, Jenny should be on top of things.
Survival checks. Okay. Survival checks. Survival checks.
Oh no.
Okay, gotta roll as
Now Mythos is
plus 6. Okay, we're good. A little bit further to go before you reach the Pale City. Ration count?
How many days since the crossroads?
Each time I roll a set, that's a day.
That's a day, so I'm at 2.
I lose with like how the dice flow, so it's.
I put line breaks in specifically for that purpose.
So let's see.
It's been 5 days.
Looks like
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
It's part of the party rations.
14 rations remain
Okay.
with me, and I feed 3 people.
Which means we've got 3 days.
Survival checks.
Do we stop for a hunt at some point?
You can do that at any point you want.
Okay,
We should
maybe
probably
after
do
this
that
day.
soon. Yeah.
before we get too close to the city.
Yeah, we're about to, like, crease the side of this forest right here. There should be some good game in there.
Okay, party gets closer. Now you're going to go at slow speed in order to hunt, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who are your hunters? Who are your navigators? Can't do both.
I'll take whichever one Farryn doesn't take, and then I think Torvin and Cass can do the same.
I'll
Two
alternate
navigators,
them.
2 hunters. Yeah. So what
Sounds
do you want
good.
to do, Farryn? Hunt or navigate?
Donnie can be on navigate as well.
Yeah, I think I'll leave navigation in Cast's hands and I'll hunt for today.
Okay, navigating. Navigating as Donnie. We're good. Hunter rolls.
This is survival, you said?
Okay. Rolling for hunt success. You're able to spot some wild grouse. Twenty-three rations
Nice.
as you hunt several of them, working together.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll put those in my inventory since I
Wow,
have
that
room
arrow
for it.
maintenance that Torvin helped me with really improved my shots on these deer.
Okay.
Sounds
That's like
Well,
10
grouse
days.
are like wild chickens, kind of.
They're birds.
Oh,
They're birds. You hunted
Birds.
like 12 of them.
yeah. That's even better, because that means I'm making small talk.
All right, here we go. Next is the rolls for the day and travel. No events. Okay.
So 23 should be enough to get us to the city.
Yep.
Mhm.
Rolling
I
that
think-
now.
Yep, I have
I think-
34.
Yeah, we'll just move double time again on the roads.
Double time on the road. That means you don't need to roll for survival to get lost because it's a road. And here we go.
And I'm out.
Okay. Sorry. It's at this point that something.
Ask Thorne for rations, Genevieve, if you're truly
I have.
out again.
I have. She's been feeding me.
Very good.
Staring at Rhoda there, Essy.
I mean, yeah, he's so big. Like, compared to our teeny tiny little dark servant, he's like huge.
But he's so cool.
He is really cool.
He is very cool. Wouldn't it be great if we were all like him?
You mean a shield?
Some of us
Ye-
still
yes.
are.
Mm.
All right, and so is at this point that you enter the Pale City and its fringes, the farmland that surrounds it. There is a palpable sense of wrongness in the air. Doors wide open to cracked windows, to fallow fields, to bloodied steps. There is a sense of foreboding in the air. As you step through
happened
some of
here?
this farmland, following the roads leading to the main section of the Pale City, you pass by something quite serious. Here, don't go anywhere else.
Zooming in.
This
Where
encounter is quite
are all the
serious.
people?
Something's
This
not right.
isn't right. No.
It's eerily quiet for the outskirts.
Of course it's not right. We discussed this.
We knew something was happening, but this far out? Pale City's immense.
Think, Genevieve. If whatever plagued Darklake spread across the entire continent, then presumably more than half of the people would be in dire straits.
Captain, I am thinking there's a lot of people in the Pale City. If what happened in Darklake happened here, we're in for a big mess.
Keep it together, Genevieve.
Okay.
Keep an eye out.
When you get to about this point, Inquisitor Carlos cast, and Torvin will look at each other and nod. Then Torvin will start to move forward, and he does as well as they hunker down and prepare to stealth.
Where's
What
Donnie?
does Torvin do or indicate for Gideon and I?
You are to follow along.
Oh, did we leave Donnie behind? Did
No,
he die from lack of rations?
No, Donnie. I just didn't.
Lord,
Oh,
you were supposed to feed Donnie.
He's right there. Hello. Don't worry, I'm here.
Oh, good, he caught up.
You have nothing to be afraid of. Right? As the party slowly starts to make their way forward, the sense of foreboding continues. And then you hear it. Inside, there is the screech of an otherworldly creature. The sound of smashing wood and parting flesh. What do you do?
I draw my weapon and I don my shield.
Get the bow ready.
I signed cast. We're in no position to fight.
You need to know what's going on. And at the very least, investigate.
Very well.
Shakes head.
Stay low.
Readies to yoinkers, Ginny.
Thorne,
Mm,
you are shackled. You stay low.
okay.
Quiet, please, since we're sneaking.
Torvin will blink as he looks around the corner. What in Mytheria's... Sir, you're going to want to come see this. Still both staring around the corner. Farryn, come here. Okay. As you look around the corner, you can see that there is a pile of broken and shattered creatures of an unknown origin. Each of them have their bodies split open, pieces of themselves flung around. You can see that one of them has their head collapsed in on itself, and standing there, a black cloak billowing in the wind, standing upon a single foot placed upon the head of its defeated foe, stands a mysterious stranger.
It's
Alright.
time.
You guys see. You guys.
Oh gosh, is that the laughter he makes?
You
cackles
guys.
in the wind.
You guys see this.
Hooray! I had to tell you what, that was the unsorrowful creatures that gave me a tussling. Woo! But by the light of Mytherian, I'll quench these creatures from this land.
Merciless, please
that?
introduce yourself and your character.
Shudders in horror.
My name is Merciless, and this is Flo Reiteman, a ranger from the Fallow Lands.
Alright. Flo Reiteman, make me a perception check. You detect no more enemies. The enemies of Mytheria lie broken before you. But oh, what is this? A stranger steps out from the corner. Sir?
Oh, howdy, partner. How you doing? What are you doing around these parts?
My name is Inquisitor Cast. We have only just arrived in the Pale City. What are these creatures? Who are you? What is happening?
I don't know what these creatures are, but I answered the call for the Pale City's call for aid, and these abominations were here. So I decided to take care of these problems. And my name is Flo.
Greetings, Flo. These are my companions. Torvin will step out and nod. Donnie will step out and go, "My goodness!"
Unallowed strangers.
He
Stay
will
low.
leap up over the fence and stand before you, Flo. I sense a great and powerful faith emanating from you, my friend.
I try, and thank you for the compliments. How tall is Donnie Ogerson?
Donnie Ogerson is an imposing 5'8".
Flo towers over him at 6'5". He will look down upon you. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you as well, sonny boy. What is your name?
I am known. What is it? It's not. It doesn't. It says chosen under his token. It bothers me. I am the chosen one, Donnie Ogerson, servant of Mytheria's light.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Donnie. I too serve our great goddess.
Then we shall be fast friends, I'm sure. Offers you a mighty hand.
And he will take it. All right, roll. All
right, we're doing this.
Yeah,
We're doing this.
Don't mess up.
I'm not Mikael, so let's do this.
He says, brewing immediate
Traveler's soul
suspicion.
is cursed.
The short king imposes himself upon your tallness, but he doesn't press any further. I sense that you have much faith in the goddess. Inquisitor, this man, I sense a great piety within him. Perhaps he should join us in the coming battle.
Farryn will step out from around the corner and salute. Captain Inkholdt, at your service.
Hey, meeting you, darling. My name is Flo.
She gives a strained smile. Pleasure. Yes, I suppose not being alone in conditions such as these would be better than, well, nothing.
Is there anyone else with you, Inquisitor?
Yes, our team is further behind. We weren't sure what we would encounter.
Well then, Flo, was it?
Indeed, it was, Inquisitor. Cast, if I remember?
Indeed. We must make our way as quickly as possible into the Pale City. Tell me, have you seen anything else? Heard anything else?
God, have I?
Yes. So there has been a call out for aid to all Lightborn, which is what you technically are, in order to aid the city proper. What you have seen and what you can tell them is the entire area is in chaos. Mytherians are cut off from one another. No one knows what really is happening, and these creatures were once townsfolk. Whatever it is an affliction of the body.
So what I can tell you, Cast, is that the Pale City called for aid. And these abominations, these vile creatures, they used to be the townsfolk. There's chaos around. Mytherians have been cut off from each other. We can't coordinate with each other. It's just chaos, everyone, to tell you what. It is madnessy here.
I see. Have you been inside the city, or only on the farmlands?
I haven't yet to be inside the city. I've been killing these creatures, trying to quell them from Mytheria's lands. This glorious land, they have no business treading on it. So I did what I thought was best, and I tell you what, and just quelled them from existence.
Your zealotry and your commitment are noted. But we must not waste your strength. Come with us, and we will find a proper use for it, I'm sure. We must report in to my superiors. There must be some of them left.
By our light, I hope so, but alrighty now, let's get on to trucking.
Flo Rideman has joined the party. Good God.
A Lightborn.
This is like having Folk Praisman on the team.
No, it's what?
Not as cool. Not as cool.
Folk Praisman is a Lightborn as well. It might as well be the same.
Oh man.
Amateurs.
All right, well, that is a good place to call it. So I'll call it that.
Yeah. Flo Riderman,
Nice.
for those who want to know, is a Black Steeps Ranger.
He steeps
Steps.
like tea.
Black Steps Ranger, I'm going to kill someone.
Listen, when
I'm from the stepping of the
I'm
Blacks.
from the stepping.
when Nara sent me this art to make a talkie of, my response, my first response, gut instinct, I am going to kill him. I haven't done it yet. He's still alive.
You couldn't even kill Mikael. What do you mean?
I know, but I've changed my tune. Now I'm gonna kill everyone in the world. Everyone.
Okay. I think it's time.
Where is she?
Where
Where is Mytheria?
Where is Mytheria?
Where's Mytheria? I'm telling you, where is she?
Okay.
Tell me where she
First
is.
up, we got some KC reality art of Shut Up Old Man
Oh, Jenny.
and some naughty whispers. Gideon. Unfortunately, I died. But I survived.
Yes.
And then we've got this Fox and the Hound Gideon Mikael art.
Big
Aw.
sad.
So sad.
Right in the fields.
Ah, yes, the correct color scheme.
Lavender Man.
Ditto is what that is. It's ditto.
Oh man, this is some good shit right here. I like this one a lot.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Casey's really cooking with that one.
Popping off.
Art by KC for the potential future orc boy.
Oh god, he's wearing a crow mask.
Oh yeah.
We stopped him before it was too late.
He is not vengeance, he is forgiveness.
Yeah. me the past 2 sessions just raging in non-RP.
You brought this on
Sorry.
yourself.
I forgot to ask to get your gag out. Rip.
It's fun.
Imagine becoming a dragon man. You know becoming a dragon makes you unplayable. That's the rules.
Imagine not sticking up for your friend. Crazy.
Can't
Anyway,
relate. I was exiled.
anyway,
I'm gonna have to watch all those VODs.
good sesh, guys.
Good sesh. Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
Good session.
Very good.
Here at the Glory Stream, we appreciate any and all support.
We travel.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the support. I have good news. In approximately 50 minutes, we will be having our session 0 for another game. Whoa!
He's a crazy man, everybody. Crazy.
So, I'll see you guys in about 50 minutes.
49
minutes.
Alrighty, dighty.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hugs and or kisses. Bye-bye.
Bye.